How's it going, Forex Traders? Josh Lee, that's more someone, guys. I'm back on YouTube yet again, guys. It's just amazing to have you guys here. And quick notes, guys. We are actually en route to hitting take profit on the trades I called out last time. So if you actually missed that trade, I actually urge you to go ahead and then click on that subscribe button and turn on the bell icon so that whenever I come and drop juicy gems, it'll be among the very first few to actually, go ahead and capitalize on these moves, guys. We had like a decent for the past 2 weeks. Market came back into our POI, gave us entry, we executed the trades as I suppose that you guys did, and then also I sent the trades to my Telegram community, which the link is in the pinned comment, like so. I did every single thing in the books, and then currently we are actually sitting in profit floating. Yep. So I'm just gonna get you guys through the trade and then take you guys through on a quick review and then give you guys updated on how things are going in the market. But before I actually head on there, guys, like I said, guys, I've got 3.5 years worth of trading experience under my belt. So if you're new to my channel, guys, I'm Desmond Samuel. I've been doing it for whatever 3.5 years. I'm a swing trader predominantly. Yep. If you're new, just make sure you click on that subscribe button so that, guys, I'm giving you guys a series. All right. So this is a series, and I don't want you guys to miss out anything. So be sure to click on that subscribe button. All right. So what other thing? I had a question. One of you asked me a question one time, asking if my strategy actually works with a proprietary firm. I'll be taking you guys through that in my next video, because I actually went ahead to get a. You guys know me. I like to. I don't say I like challenges. I just like to give you guys proof of concept. I think that's the word. Yeah, proof of concept. So I actually went ahead and purchased a proprietary firm account, and then I've actually gone ahead to pass both phases, and I'm actually live. So hopefully they pay out, whether they pay out or not, that's entirely up to them. But whether they pay out or not is entirely up to them, guys. I don't need their money, but I just did that to just show you guys that this actually works. All right, so I'll show you guys in my next video. I think my next video I'll actually take you guys to the entire trades I took and then the profit I used. Now I am in no way advocating for any proprietary firm. All right, so I have no business with them. I just took a trade. I just took a challenge just to show you guys that the strategy actually works. All right, the standard procedure program works across whatever thing you're doing, be a proprietary firm, even if you're a fund manager for an external or sophisticated investor, whatever thing you're doing, your personal capital, it's the same strategy, the same way we trade our personal money, same way we trade proprietary firm money and every other money. You feel me? As far as it's capital, you can trade it with the strategy. It's literally the best in the world. So those that have actually gone ahead to get the course, I've actually gone ahead to make significant amount of money. I'm seeing people in my gym sending me screenshots of how it's going. All right, all right, so these are the kind of traders that we actually want to see in a multi program like so. So if you really want to be on that level of mastery with us, make sure to click on that pin comment here. You see the multi program is literally next to nothing, and I'm still in talks with my team because they actually want me to bump up the price. This time left, all right. So I'm giving you guys this. I think from now to the end of July, it will still be at the same price of 150, but from August we're actually bumping up the price to the actual price, which was 250. But I actually brought that down due to economic trials and stuff in Africa. All right, because I think about you guys that it's always home first. All right, charity begins at home. So I think about you guys a lot. Then actually, I came up with the idea to cut the price. I think it's going back to usual. All right, so right now it's currently at the $150. So be sure to actually grab whilst you have the time. All right, whilst this offer goes on, because by the time this window closes, that's it. All right, so like I said, I went ahead and then I took the Profem challenge, and I passed phase one, passed phase two, currently live account now. So like I said, whether they pay or not, man, to show you guys that mine is to show you guys that this stuff actually works. You feel me? This strategy actually works across whatever thing. All right, so last weekend when I came on here, I actually spoke to you guys about I think USDCHF, the dollar, the S&P. I think I was taking you guys through the indices as well. So from the look of things so far, I'm currently seeing some entries, some more entries on other pairs, not like the ones we called. The ones we called have actually, they are still within entry and take profit. So in between, they're just playing around as usual. As I always say to you guys, the market doesn't move in a linear form, it moves in waves. All right, so how you're able to capitalize on the entire move is how is what determines whether or not you actually make money consistently in the market. And my program teaches you how to do that consistently, week in, week out. All right, because this tailor made for swing traders, and then also strategy was for day traders as well. That just a simple thing. If I'm going to hold a trade for 2 weeks or 3 weeks, I mean, instead of holding it for 2-3 weeks, I can actually hold for a day or 2 days and make the money I need to make and leave. So it works for you, your day traders, scalpers, whatever thing. I'm teaching you the standard procedure. There are lots of procedures out there, but my own procedure is the standard one that works across all market conditions and all sorts of traders, intermediates, what's it called, experts, beginners. You have every man of trader in my Telegram community learning from the strategy. All right, so be sure to help yourself as well. So before I dive through to the screen once again, guys, watch this video to the end and be sure to click on the subscribe button and then turn on the bell icon as you do so. All right, so if you have questions, let me know in the comments. So let's go to the chat. All right, traders. So the first pair now we started with is the euro dollar, as you can see. So I did actually come on here last week and so let you guys know exactly what my stand was on the euro dollar moving on. And all things being equal here, the market is still en route to take profit point. Our first TP rather, which is at 1.18334, like so. And subsequently, we should see this guy blow through all the way to 1.32300, all things being equal, yeah. So I'm actually favoring this guy to the upside. However, from the look of things here, in the event that we do actually put a double top here and fail to go higher, then I will start to look at things from a different kind of angle, provided that we actually remain below. That is to say that in the event that we actually come on here and then put in a double top and then fail to sustain above here, and then if we do actually break back down below here, then this would expose the euro dollar collapsing all the way to at least 1.10759 or somewhere around here like so, because this is the next solid demand level. Alright, because we actually created this demand level and never really came back to retest it also. So from the look of things here, this is exactly what's happening in the market. So once you actually hit TP, which I believe that by Monday or by Tuesday rather, we should actually hit TP on this guy. I have no idea of that whatsoever. All right, so we are still en route, as you can see. So the entry was very simple here. So all I simply did was come after I've seen a high, guys. You need to understand that for me as a swing trader, I go with the trend, and I always advise you guys to trade the trend. All right, that is the most profitable thing you will do to your trading, to follow the trend. So this is a low, this is a high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high here. So technically speaking, for us to continue high, we must come and put in a higher low somewhere around here like so. So that's exactly what prompted me to look at things from a different kind of angle. And then I came on here. It was a very simple, since I already saw the market giving me this flag pattern, all I simply had to do was get down to my 4 hour time, as you can see like so. Then I come and then use my counter trend line. So I plotted this guy nicely from swing high to the bottom. All right, so entries were somewhere inside of here obviously. All right, but I mean, I did actually send this straight out to you guys, and then I call this straight out for you guys on YouTube. All right, so and then the market is actually en route to making take profit. As things stand, I've actually locked out my trade on break even. I actually asked my community members to actually do that as well in the mentorship room. Guys, if you're not there, you're missing out on a lot of things here. There are so many trades I call out there that I don't really have the time to come on YouTube to actually talk to you guys about. All right, so make sure that you save your spots. All right, so entries were somewhere inside of your stops were below structure, as I always advise, and then the market just started making higher highs and higher lows. All right, so what simply happened here was very simple. The market did actually come, because you guys need to know the market doesn't move in a linear format. It moves in a wavy pattern here. Now we did actually give a demand level somewhere around here, like so. If you look closely, this is where the demand level is. Okay, so the demand level was somewhere around here, like so. So this is for you 1 hour time frame traders and 15 minutes time frame traders. This is your kind of demand level that you like to trade. So the market did actually create a demand level. Then so it was a simple rally based rally, then pull back in there, and then market looks like it wants to continue to the upside. All right, I'll show you guys exactly why this thing happened on the DXY. All right, so as things stand here, this is exactly how it looks, and all things being equal, we should actually be seeing the euro dollar continue higher. Now this is not a call for you to add trades here. I'm not going to execute any trades here. Best believe I'm not adding any trades here. I'm just showing you guys what this market actually looks like. All right, now if you want to go ahead and add a trade, it's very very simple, guys. It's very very easy and straightforward. All you have to do is come and wait for your market to break. What's this? Allow the market break above, all right, above this trend line. Once you see a decent break above here, so entries will obviously be here, stops below structure. Right, this guy jet it all the way to the upside, guys. All things being equal, your first TP, if you're adding a trade here, is obviously gonna be at this high. Okay, high, take 50%, then allow the rest run to break even. And then also, if you're gonna hold all the way to the end, which I would always advise you guys to do, but as the trade proceeds, you have to move your stops past break even. And so, all right, so that's just that about the euro dollar in a nutshell. So all things being equal, this should be another entry for you guys that like to day trade. Allow the market break out of here. Once it breaks out of here, you have another room to the upside, guys. We got speed, we got room to the upside. Okay, so that's just that about the euro dollar in a nutshell. I have no other I have no other reasons as to why I should doubt this guy. So all things being equal, provided I actually remain on this upward trajectory, I see no reason as to why the euro should not smash through our take profit. All right, so um now with the pound sterling is a different ball game entirely, because this market actually came on here and then put in something that looked like a head and shoulders pattern. All right, so this is also very dicey, and this is the reason as to why I always advise you guys that whenever you're executing trades, you have to put your stops below the structure. I feel like you guys have this structure thing, misperceived. All right, I think you have it misperceived, because when I say structure, a lot of people think is where you enter the trade. Listen, this is structure. Structure is what you're seeing. So this is, let me just go again for the sake of you guys that are really stubborn, that never really listen. So this is a low, this is a high, higher low, this is a higher high, higher low. This is a bullish structure. This is structure. If you're entering trades here, stops are below. This is the structure. This is below structure. Again, if you're entering a trade here, stops must be below structure. You can't put your stop loss inside of here and then expect. You see what's happening on the pound sterling. This is a lesson for you guys. This is a crucial lesson for you guys. All right. Now let me look at everything clearly. Did I plot my trend line properly? So this is a crucial lesson for you guys as far as this pound sterling is concerned. Yeah. So now you can see, if you're the type that likes to enter trade and put your stops inside of here, now you should be stopped out. Honestly speaking, you guys never really listen to anything I say. All right. So this is your own penalty for not listening. Okay, structure is below where you enter your trade. This is where you're, when I say put entries here and put stops below structure, this is below structure, below where you enter the trade. It's not when you come and place the trade inside of here and then put stops inside of here. You're wasting your time. You're really wasting your time. In my experience, you blow your accounts faster, honestly. So that's just that about this structure of a thing. So be sure to actually get that right. Now, this is a pattern giving us a head and shoulders pattern on a daily time frame, which also violates the trend going on, which is bullish. Now, I need you guys to understand that the reason as to why the pattern is reacting this way to this level is simply, if you look left, you can see that this was a huge supply level here that the market had actually had issues breaking to the upside. This is what actually sent the market collapsing after the neckline was broken from this head and shoulders pattern. We actually just collapsed all the way down. So the market just came back into this supply level, and this is how it's reacting. Now, this previous week has closed as a bearish pin bar. All right, so now this is huge selling pressure, but I'm not doing anything on the pound sterling provided that we actually remain above here. In the event that we do actually break below here, as with the euro dollar as well, if we actually break below this level, then this would expose this guy all the way to 1.27400. This is where I'll be looking to actually this is where I'll be looking to actually add my positions. So in the event that the pound sterling does actually break below this level here, this is exactly where I'll be looking at next for the pound sterling to collapse into, because already this is looking like a huge selling pressure. So I will not be surprised if things actually roll all the way to the downside. I won't be surprised at all. All right, already we do have, this was a very linear stretch without any appropriate pullback. All right, you guys know what a healthy trend looks like. Healthy trend is one that gives you a decent pullback. So in the event that we do actually break below that 1.34363 level, I would not be surprised to see the pound collapse or drop all the way to 1.27498. That's just that about that. So for the pound sterling next week, I'm not doing anything on the pound sterling. I absolutely do not even like this crap of a setup here. So unless I do see a change, all right, I will not be interested in this trade that much. Okay, so if you're gonna plot your counter trend, this is exactly how it's gonna look from next week. All right, it has to look this way, because you really don't want to dabble into anything that will actually give you headaches. All right, in my advice, in my opinion, I would advise you actually skip the pound sterling. But if you must, this is how things should go for you next week. So you must plot the trend lines in a way that you cover all of the shenanigans. All right, so the market should only come, you should only execute this trade once the market is ready to blow out to the upside. I'm not entirely excited about this crap, honestly. I hate to see setup like this, and I like to stick to what was really obvious to me. All right, so that's just that about that. So the next up now, let us dive into the dollar. Let's see the reasons as to why. Oh, the USDCHF, guys. USDCHF has room to the downside. All right, so we are actually called out this USDCHF as well for you guys, and quite frankly, the market went all the way down and then came all the way back up again for a pullback. I'm not surprised that happened, but this is exactly what is happening on the USDCHF. So if you're not in this trade. If you didn't get any entry instead of here, you can actually get another entry here. So what you simply need to do is wait for the market to pull back in here. All right, so what you simply do is use your counter trailing like so on the 4 hour time frame, because this is already supply level, minus supply level for the day traders. All right, so entries will be once you clear out this trend line here, we've got space all the way to the downside, guys. We've got space. Me, I like to trade into space, so I let the market pull back or give another pullback. All right, so once you see that decent pullback and counter trend line break like so, guys, we're actually good to go. Drop this guy on his head. All right, that's just that. My prime target for the what's it called, the USD CHF remains at 1.78723. Once we clear that base, we got space to 0.77265, and then the dollar index now. So let's talk about the XY. So this is the XY, is currently at supply level. Yeah, okay. Now the reason as to why we had that difficulty to the upside was that trend that I showed you guys last time. You see, anytime I come on here and then I talk to you guys about something, you best take it serious. You best mark out the zones. You best take them serious, guys. I'm not here to come and teach you ABC, guys. Is the obvious thing I'm seeing. What I'm seeing in the market is what I'll show you. I trade what I see. That's the honest truth. I trade what I see, and if I'm seeing a kind of like turbulence in the market, I'll be honest with you guys. Like, yo, this is what's happening in the market. The market literally dropped below, then came back into the trend line again. And as things stand here, it's quite dicey because it could literally roll over to the upside. But on the other hand, I'm pretty confident that this guy is just gonna blow through and then come to our 96.400, which is a take profit one, and then just going to see this guy break through all the way to 94. All right, so that's just that for the XY. I have no iota of doubts on this guy. This trend line just is there to just stress you out and give you headaches. I have no doubt that the XY is going to collapse nicely to 96.400. That's just my target. First take profit, and then so going to see this guy blow through all the way to 94. So stick to your guns, guys. What's going to happen? Stop loss. Apply proper risk management. Apply proper risk management and stick to your guns, guys. All right, so that's just that. Now the S&P 500, all things being equal, I was actually expecting the S&P to pull back into 6,600 basis points, and I'm still expecting it to do so. Because, guys, listen, the market actually came on here and then gave us a double bottom like so. This is a bottom, and then we actually blew through. So double bottom. Let me show you guys clearly on the daily time frame. So double bottom neckline break. All right, we need to pull back into 6,300. Once you see a pullback to 6,300, I have no reason to doubt this guy that we're actually rallying into 6,700. And this is the thing with the S&P 500, that once you catch a good entry, you are absolutely good to go. Yeah. So what you need to see is very simple. I let the market pull back into 6.3. Once you get a pullback to 6.3, we blow through the roof to 6.7. All right. So that's just that about that for the S&P. Long story short, to round this up here, I think well, Nasdaq also has similar setup, but I think I want to talk about the USDMXN here. All these indices, to properly trade US 30 and the rest, you need to shadow S&P. So go and look at what the S&P is doing. That's when you now know what the rest of the indices are actually doing. All right, so that's just that. So now for USDMXN, I actually saw this pair and it's really, 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 really rolling over. And I think you guys will actually make a lot of money from this. So it's very simple. Yeah, this is already in a downtrend. So your business is to wake up tomorrow and look for selling opportunities. You get me? So all things being equal, my target for USDMXN is at 17.63544, and then subsequently we should see this guy collapse all the way to 16.3156. All right, so that's that for USD MXN. The reason as to why this market is collapsing nicely. So that's just that for USD MXN. So the reason as to why this market is collapsing like this is because if you look at this higher time frame, guys, this is a weekly time frame. Let me just take you guys to the monthlies. Let me just show you guys from the grand standpoint what's happening. So this is drop base drop pullback collapse. So what you're seeing here is market is trying to drop all the way back to the demand level at 16.31562. So all things being equal, this is where I'm actually looking at the pair to actually drop all over. Because if you look at this trend here, if you look at this trend nicely, just plot this, show you guys, start from here, that yada whatnot. So actually broke out of the uptrend, and then not only did we break out, we actually broke out, they came back to test it nicely at the supply level, at the Fibonacci level, guys, collapsing nicely. I actually saw this one late, but not too late, you feel me? So now we can actually capitalize on this move. All we need to see is a very simple pullback. Okay, very simple pullback. You see how simple the strategy is? This is exactly how you guys need to decluster your charts. You guys got so many things going on there, man. That's why you guys are not making any money. You're not making any money because you got too many activities on your chart, man. Yeesh. I saw one guy straight, man. You guys, I saw you trading via. I was like, bro, man. Yeah, I mean, as long as you're profitable, man. I mean, just do your thing. But ain't nowhere I have that much going on my chart. I have serious headache, man, for real. Just way too much. God, even with these lines I'm drawing, man, I feel tired already. To be honest, I feel so tired already. So what we simply need to do on USDMXN is very simple. Yeah, allow the market. You see how we are following structure. It's structure by structure, structure by structure. Once you see a downtrend, what you should be looking out for are lower lows and lower highs. Where would the market now pull back to give us lower lows and our lower highs? Very simple. Yeah. So now my next level target for USDMXN shorting is gonna be all the way down here. I do see us trying to create a lower low. So once we successfully create this lower low here, I will actually allow this guy go. See, this is the technique. To make money from the market, you have to allow it go. Oh my goodness, man, guys! I have so much to teach you guys. Honestly, I have so much to teach you guys. To make money from the markets, you have to allow it go. So the market is trying to give us a lower low. Allow it drop. Let it go. Once it pulls back into this level, we short it. All right. So here's the MXN. Is a very simple trade, man. Straightforward, guys. Got space to the downside. Space. Is that first take profit? Yeah. Second take profits. This is space to the downside. All right. So that's just that about that. Once again, guys, I think I've covered every pair. If I haven't covered any pair, guys, let me know. Let me know what I'm going. Gold, on the other hand, is in a range. I have no business with gold at the time. Um, Gold is just giving me just plain hanky panky. I'm not really interested in gold at this point, to be honest. Breaking below demand levels, disgusting. All right, looking like the market wants, and we are already seeing a triple top here, so the market could easily roll over. Okay, this also coincides with what the euro, the rest of the bad boys are doing. So this all these pairs could actually roll over and then drop all the way to 3,160. But in the event that we actually fail to roll over, we should actually see go. But this is a range. Honestly speaking, this is a range. All right, so allow the gold decide wherever he wants to go to, whatever direction he wants to break into. That's where we actually trade. That's my concept with it. Trend range principle, the range principle. Yeah. So I think I've covered everything. Thank you so much for tuning to the end. Once again, guys, I'm Desmond Samuel. Like I said, guys, I want your questions in the comment section. Let me know, because YouTube always sends me the email of every single comment you make, and I see all of them and I reply to all of them, guys. Guys, I have my phone in my hands 24/7, so let me know what you think about this video. If you've got other pairs you want me to look at for you, let me know in the comments as well. Like, what pair are you looking at for this quarter, because this is like the third quarter. All right, so what pairs are you looking at? Let me know. All right, I've got USDMXN to the downside. I've got the pound sterling, well, looking dicey, but still to the upside. I've got dollar index to the downside. I've got the S&P upside. I've got Nasdaq, DAX. What's the other guy called? US 30 to the upside. Yeah, so all these pairs are actually going to pay us. All you need is to get the right move. Get one move, you're good for the rest of the year, guys. You make a serious amount of money. Like, bro, if I started to tell you guys how much, that's by the way. All right, guys. So my name is Desmond. So be sure to leave a like and comment, guys. Share this video to as many traders as possible, because you guys, they need my help. All right, I'm here to help. Offer you guys help for free for now. All right, guys. So that's just my time. I'll catch you guys in my subscribe videos. For now, trade safe. Apply proper risk management, guys. Stick to your game plan. Stick to your trading plan. Apply proper risk management and trade safe. Be wise. And I'll catch you guys in my next video. For now, peace out.